Hey everyone, I'm back with another showcase video, and for the showcase video I have Christopher Johnson out of the movie District 9. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the 360 look. So here we have a full 360 look of Christopher Johnson from District 9, and as you can see, he is an alien, in case if you haven't seen the movie. And yeah, so let's just start off with the face, and yeah, the base for the head was from Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I'm not really sure who that was. I guess it was Plo Koon, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, I then heavily modified it by adding a lot of green stuff here, such as his like tentacles, I don't know, and yeah, then also extended like the eyes here, and also sculpted here, as you can see, a kind of like a sticker, and then I wrote M and U on it. Wasn't that easy, but I think it turned out okay. And yeah, I then just painted everything first in a green base color, and yeah, then just added lines and details with dark brown, and then shaded or washed it with dark green, and yeah, then also added some parts with a lighter green, you know. And yeah, the eyes are also fully painted, as you can see, and I think they turned out pretty good. So now moving on to his torso, and to see more details of his torso I'm going to have to remove his head. And as you can see, I also sculpted a bit of neck here onto with green stuff. But yeah, I also made him a jacket out of fabric, and then also glued on some stripes of E-tape, and then painted them in tan color. And yeah, so I'm going to have to remove his jacket so you can see just more details of his entire body. And the hip, his hip and his body are actually connected, so they won't remove. I also extend the body because then it's just more accurate. And here you can also see more details of his neck there, sculpt. And yeah, now onto the main body here. I glued on some plastic pieces to represent like his lungs. I'm not sure if you could call it like that, but yeah. I then also painted a lot of dark brown and light green and green tan mix colors there. And yeah, I think I'm actually very happy with how his body turned out, because it looks still like Lego, but still like the alien, of course. And yeah, onto the hip pieces, I have also sculpted a bit of green stuff there, and I also painted it. Nothing very special. Now I'm going to add his arms real quick, because they also got a lot of details. So yes, first starting off with his right arm. Here, as you can see, I sculpted on top here this piece, and then also on at the end this, like, I don't know how to call this, his wrist. And onto his wrist I also sculpted, glued on some plastic sheets, these here, as you can see, and yeah, and then also painted them in brown. and both of his hands are actually carved and then also painted, because he has like special arms. So yeah, in the movie they're a bit bigger, but I don't want it to use like other hands. And now onto the left arm from him. That's basically just the same as the right, but he also got here a stripe of fabric on it. I used E-tape to represent that, and yeah, then also painted it. I think it looks pretty good. And now onto the legs, because legs are actually the best part, the best work from me, in my opinion, of course. And yeah, because as you can see, I try to still represent like that it looks like Lego, but also wanted to, yeah, that it looks like an alien. I'm going to show you real quick because it's a bit dark there, so I'm going to hold a light there so you can see more details. And yeah, as you can see, basically I first just cut it off the feet from a regular Lego leg, and then glued on 2 studs or Lego pieces, and yeah, then these are hot glued on because I don't want that they fall off again. And for those feet there, I actually just cut it off Lego feet. And now onto the painting of the legs. I actually first painted everything in a green base color, and then just like on the head I added details with dark brown, and yeah, then added, because he has like kind of like some parts that stand out, so I took a bit of more light green and then just painted on like here, I don't know how to call this, like a round thing, and then I added on some details with dark green and then also with dark brown. And yeah, I think this turned out pretty good. Oh, and yeah, also I sculpted on some like knee pads onto, because they're a bit spiky, so I had to sculpt them. And yeah, almost forgot it, but his hands or arms are actually woody arms from Lego, because they're a bit bigger than regular Lego arms. As you can see, if I hold a regular Lego figure with a regular arm onto here, it's very different. Yeah, I think you can tell that it looks different. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, that's basically it for this figure, and I'm going to reassemble it. Not going to put a jacket on, but I'm going to try to put it on, yes. And yeah, so now moving on to the end of this showcase video. So that's already it for this District 9 showcase video, and in case if you're wondering why I didn't make Vikus, he's like the main character of this entire movie, that's because I've already seen 2 guys making this guy, making Vikus, and that is Dalton Comic Customs and Tom. And yeah, these are both great customizers, and I just don't want to make a figure that they already made, because that wouldn't be something else. So link to those are in the description, and yeah, be sure to check those out. I think they're both on Instagram. I guess one is also on Flickr, but I'm not sure. So yeah, thanks for sticking around and watching this, and be sure to check out some other videos from me, like my Daredevil time-lapse video where I showed you guys how I paint figures. And if you want to make a custom minifigure like this, then you should go watch that. Also check out my Quentin Tarantino movie figures showcase videos. Oh man. They're pretty interesting, and I spent a lot of time by making them and made a lot of trades and stuff like that. The next Quentin Tarantino showcase video will be on Inglourious Basterds, I hope. I'm doing a trade with Sensei Blockhead Productions on Instagram, and yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. Now, link to all those are somewhere here, and also in the outro that is coming. Yes, I'm also doing outro now, and it's pretty weird. I guess you'll like it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, I'm going to see you guys next time.